Lynette Hooker has now been missing for almost a week in the Bahamas. Lynette and her husband, Brian Hooker, the two of them had set sail in their retirement and were living on a boat called Soulmate. It's a 55-foot keel boat, and they were sailing in the Bahamas. The boat was moored. They had used a tender, one of those little rubberized 8-foot dinghies, to go to shore and go to a restaurant. And as they were coming back in the dinghy, Brian told the police that Lynette just bounced out and she had the key and the engine wouldn't work without her and the current took her away, and that was that. Her husband is sitting in a detention cell right now. He's facing a world of hurt right now, possibly, though, in the missing case of his wife, Lynette, because the story that he has told the Grand Bahamian police, according to what his lawyer says, according to news reports, just weird and doesn't pass the smell test if you're a boater and a sailor, and if you've ever spent any time in bad weather in a small inflatable rib or a small inflatable hard-bottom boat. I'm just going over it, and it's bizarre. And you've probably heard that Brian Hooker claims that he and his wife had been out and were trying to get from mainland out to their yacht where they had been sailing because they're retired and they're sort of living out the dream on this 46-foot yacht called Soulmate. And the tender, that little, inflatable boat, was taking them from the land out to the boat. They were driving it. It was theirs. And she just bounced right out. And then the current took her away. And she had the keys to an outboard, which I thought was weird. I've since found out it's an electric motor, and there is sort of a key-like device with a string that hangs off it, but it's not wrapped around your wrist. It's not a kill switch. That's hinky to me. And he's a Marine, and she is an avid boater and has grown up on the Michigan lakes and knows boating safety and is a strong swimmer. This little inflatable boat only goes like a couple miles an hour. It's really, really slow. It's a little electric engine. So all of it just doesn't make a lot of sense. And the weather apparently wasn't that bad on Saturday night when Brian Hooker claims all of this happened. Hence, he's being held. And again, they're trying to determine whether they have enough to charge him, and they clearly have probable cause to hold him.